The Social Security Administration has confirmed that certain payments are being deposited earlier than usual this week. Beneficiaries who are scheduled to receive their checks on September 15th will see the funds arrive on Sunday instead. This change is due to the payment date falling on a weekend, and the deposit is being processed in advance to ensure that recipients do not have to wait until the following business day. Direct deposit is the standard method for most payments, so many people will notice the money appearing in their bank accounts on Sunday without any additional action required. For millions of retired workers, disabled individuals, and survivors who rely on Social Security as a vital part of their income, the early arrival of this payment provides real reassurance. These benefits are not just extra funds for many households, they form the foundation of a monthly budget. Retirees who no longer earn wages, people with disabilities who face limited work opportunities, and survivors who depend on Social Security to help replace lost income all share a common need for stability. Having the payment available a day earlier gives recipients added confidence to handle expenses without unnecessary delays. Social Security benefits are often used to cover essential costs of everyday living. Rent or housing expenses, utility bills, groceries, and other basic needs are frequently paid using these funds. Many beneficiaries keep a close watch on their payment dates and plan their monthly budgets around them. Even a small delay could create stress or force difficult choices about which bills to prioritize. By ensuring that this deposit is available on Sunday, the Social Security Administration helps people avoid potential disruptions in meeting regular obligations. The September 15th payment primarily applies to individuals who fall into a particular category within the Social Security Administration's structured payment system. The SSA has a long-established schedule to ensure that benefits are distributed in an orderly manner, reducing confusion and balancing the workload for both the agency and financial institutions. For example, those who receive supplemental security income, commonly known as SSI, are usually paid on the first of each month. In addition, beneficiaries who started collecting Social Security before May 1997 are also placed on the first of the month schedule. This group often includes older retirees and long-term recipients who have been in the system for many years. For the majority of other beneficiaries, payments are not issued all on the same day, but instead follow a staggered distribution method based on the individual's date of birth. People whose birthdays fall between the 1st and 10th of the month generally receive their payments on the second Wednesday, while those born between the 11th and 20th get their payments on the third Wednesday. Finally, individuals born from the 21st through the 31st are paid on the fourth Wednesday. This method spreads payments across several weeks, which helps ensure that the system runs smoothly and that banks are not overwhelmed with massive transactions all at once. In this particular case, beneficiaries scheduled for September 15th are receiving their funds a day earlier because the original deposit date falls on a Sunday. Rather than delaying the deposit until the following Monday, which could create unnecessary financial strain for people waiting on their checks, the SSA ensures that the payment is released ahead of time. This adjustment is not unusual. When payment dates land on weekends or federal holidays, the agency routinely issues deposits on the preceding business day. The purpose is simple: to guarantee beneficiaries uninterrupted access to their funds, regardless of calendar conflicts. For anyone receiving the early payment, the amount itself remains exactly the same as what was previously determined. There is no additional bonus, increase, or cost of living adjustment tied to this early release. Beneficiaries should understand that it is simply their normal monthly benefit arriving slightly ahead of schedule. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that people should not anticipate any other extra payments or special deposits this month beyond the regular distribution. This transparency helps reduce confusion and reassures recipients that their financial planning can continue without unexpected changes. To make sure the payment has arrived as expected, beneficiaries are encouraged to check their bank accounts on Sunday. For most people who have opted for direct deposit, the funds will appear immediately once processed by their financial institution. Direct deposit is considered the fastest, safest, and most reliable method of receiving Social Security benefits because it avoids the potential delays of mailing physical checks. Those who still rely on paper checks should be aware that mailing times can vary depending on the postal service, and while the checks are sent early, they may not always arrive on the exact same day as direct deposits. For this reason, the SSA continues to recommend that all recipients enroll in direct deposit to guarantee quicker and more secure access to their benefits. This early payment also comes at a moment when many households are dealing with rising costs of living. Inflation, higher utility bills, and increased grocery prices have put additional strain on retirees and people who live on fixed incomes. While the early deposit does not mean extra money is being distributed, simply having the funds available sooner can ease short-term financial pressures. For someone who has bills due over the weekend or needs to make essential purchases without waiting until Monday, this adjustment can be very meaningful. If any problems arise with the payment, such as a delay, an incorrect amount, or difficulty locating the deposit, beneficiaries are advised to first contact their bank or credit union. In many cases, the issue lies in the processing time on the financial institution's end, not with the SSA itself. If the issue persists after a short period, recipients can then reach out directly to the Social Security Administration through their online portal, by phone, or by visiting a local office. The SSA has set up multiple ways to assist beneficiaries so that problems can be resolved quickly and efficiently, ensuring that people are not left without their much-needed funds. It is important to remember that this adjustment applies only to those beneficiaries specifically tied to the September 15th payment date. The rest of the month's payments will continue to follow the normal schedule without interruption. Once September's payments are completed, the system moves forward to October, where checks and deposits will once again follow the established pattern. This means beneficiaries can rely on consistent timing for the rest of the year, without needing to anticipate further changes unless a holiday or weekend interferes with the schedule. The Social Security Administration's decision to process this early payment highlights its ongoing commitment to protecting the financial well-being of millions of Americans. By proactively shifting deposits when necessary, the SSA ensures that people do not experience avoidable disruptions to their monthly income. These efforts help safeguard household budgets, especially for families and individuals who count on every dollar arriving when expected. As Sunday draws near, beneficiaries are encouraged to prepare by checking their accounts, planning their expenses, and keeping track of their payment confirmation. Even though this is not an increase in benefits, the simple fact that the money is available a day earlier provides peace of mind and stability. For many, this means going into the new week with a stronger sense of security and confidence, knowing that their essential funds are already in place. Disclaimer: this content is provided for informational purposes only and is not official guidance from the Social Security Administration, SSA. While every effort has been made to ensure accuracy, payment schedules and deposit timings may vary depending on individual circumstances, financial institutions, and postal delivery services. Beneficiaries should always verify their specific payment details directly with their bank, credit union, or the official Social Security Administration through its website, phone line, or local office. This script does not provide financial, legal, or professional advice and should not be relied upon as